Hi guys, it's Mrs. S, and today we're going to read the story Jack and the Hungry Giant, written by Lorraine Letty. And this book is a fairy tale. And a fairy tale is a type of folk tale with magical characters, places, and events. Have you ever read a fairy tale? Well, let's see. Some of the fairy tales that I've read are The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. Another fairy tale that you may have read was Cinderella. That's a type of a fairy tale. Now, there's an original story called Jack and the Beanstalk, and it's about a little boy who trades his cow for some magic beans. But his mom doesn't think that these beans are magic, so she throws them out the window. But something amazing happens. Those beans turn into a great big beanstalk. Well, Jack gets curious, so he climbs up to the top, but then he gets in trouble with that giant, and the giant wants to eat him. So Jack runs away, and he climbs back down the beanstalk, and he chops that beanstalk down as the giant's climbing down, and the giant and the beanstalk fall on top of each other. Well, this story is a new version of Jack and the Beanstalk. So let's listen carefully as we follow along as I read. Late one afternoon, Jack got into big trouble. Why did you trade our lovely cow for these silly beans? He had to go to bed early. When Jack woke up the next morning, he heard a strange rustling noise. It was coming from a huge beanstalk that was growing up into the sky. Jack started climbing higher and higher and higher. Well, where do you think the beanstalk came from? That's right, the beanstalk came from those silly beans that Jack's mom threw out the window. Jack came to a big house. Actually, it was a giant house. When nobody answered the door, he squeezed underneath it. That was a bad idea. Jack tried to hide. Then he had to dive into a boot. P.U. Jack squinched down as far as he could. Then he heard the front door opening. A giant picked up the boot, stared at Jack, and said, "I'm hungry." What do you think Jack is thinking when the giant says, "I'm hungry"? Maybe he thinks Jack wants to eat him, or the giant wants to eat him. The giant had a huge knife. With a daring leap, Jack tried to escape. The giant grabbed him and said, "Be careful, my tiny friend. Are you hungry too? Let's have a healthy meal. I'm Waldorf. What's your name?" Jack? Tell me, Jack, what are your favorite vegetables? Squash? Peas? Turnips? I like corn, but I can't eat this much. Look at all these different vegetables. Thanks for fixing the fruit salad, Jack. You're welcome, Waldorf. Oh, well, now it seems Jack's made them a fruit salad. We have many grains to choose from. Oh, look at all these grains. I see pretzels and bread and oatmeal. Pastas. Oh, and Jack saying, "No, bad kitty." Oh, look at the kitty's hand. What do you think he's about to do? Oh no, I hope he doesn't knock all that pasta down. Let's choose our protein foods, such as nuts, seeds, beans, seafood, meat, or poultry. Poultry means that the birds people eat, such as chicken and turkey. I like chicken. We'll have some dairy foods too. And dairy foods are things like cheese and milk and yogurt. Waldorf chopped and poured and stirred. His wife, Sophie, came home just in time to eat. "Hello there." "Hello, darling. grab a plate. So it's healthy to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables. Right, the other half has grains and proteins too. So, what should you fill each half of your plate with? Do you remember? That's right, you fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables, and the other half with grains and protein. Help yourself to a serving of dairy too. That sounds good to me, Sophie. Let's get some exercise later. We could toss boulders. We could play swamp tag. I know an excellent exercise. Climbing. Bye, guys, and thanks again for the great grub. See you soon. Waldorf's tips for eating healthy. Make half of your grains whole grains. Eat calcium-rich dairy foods. Eat a variety of protein foods. Fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables. Eat a rainbow of vegetables, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and have fewer foods and drinks with empty calories, such as things like ice creams and sodas and fries. Added sugars and solid fats and foods increase calories without adding nutrients, such as vitamins and minerals. Here are more ways we like to exercise. Things like thumb wrestling, tree lifting, tail climbing. How do you like to get moving? What are some things you like to do to help you exercise? I like to go on walks with my family. So Jack and the Giant eat a balanced meal that include foods from all the food groups. Do you think you can do that too? I bet you can. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.